choosing to do your practice with me today. We're going to go through a nice kind of 30-minute full body sequence. Okay, this is going to be super accessible for anyone who class themselves as a beginner. But it's also going to be great for people with more depth in their practice. Okay, so we'll be going over some nice basics and hopefully having a lot of fun. Okay, bringing mobility to the whole body and focusing on some breath work to hopefully bring a little bit of maybe serenity or clarity to the mind. Okay, as always with this practice and any physical practice, make sure that you're listening to the cues that your body gives you. Make sure that you're moving with kindness above all else. Okay, so never throughout this practice do we want to force any movement. All right, so with that in mind, let's get started. So we're going to begin in a child's pose. Okay, so taking this opportunity to really ground down into our practice. So sending the hips back toward the heels, and then just start to walk the hands down toward the top of the mat. Stretching out through the arms and through the shoulders. Maybe having a little wiggle with the torso as we start to lay the body down towards the earth. Okay, now maybe your head's coming straight down to the mat. Maybe you find yourself kind of hovering in space. Wherever you are is absolutely fine. If you are hovering, you might like to get a cushion or a rolled up blanket or something and just prop it under the head. That can be quite comfortable. Maybe find some movement here, just rocking side to side. Starting to explore some spaces in the body. Now we need to close down the eyes here. And sealing off the lips, just start to focus on the breath. And there's no need to sort of panic or worry about how what your pattern of breathing is. Just want to observe what comes naturally. If it feels good for you to start to deepen the breath here, then please do. Or if you're quite happy, just sink into the sort of natural rhythm. It's going to be a relatively gentle practice for you today. However, if at any point you want to drop into this child's pose, then please do. Okay, know that here is always an option for you to just catch your breath, for you to recenter yourself, and you can find yourself here as often as you need to, as often as you want to throughout your practice. Now we're going to take one cleansing breath before we start to bring some movement to the body. So inhale as deep as possible through the nose. And then when you're ready to exhale, I want you to open the mouth and sigh to release. Okay, now choice is yours. You can open the eyes here or you can keep them closed. We're going to roll the body nice and gently up to a tabletop position. So we're on all fours. Okay, knees want to be stacked underneath the hips, wrists, elbows and shoulders line up. Palms are shoulder width apart, hands are shoulder width apart, but spread the fingers and the palms wide, okay, so we're taking up a nice big surface area. And then root the pads of the fingers down into the earth. The toes are untucked, so the top of the feet are on the mat. We want to draw the belly up and in here so we start to engage through the core. Then we're going to start to draw some circles with the body. So taking the weight of the torso back, and then circling it forward and back and forward. Couple more times here. We want to try and keep the gaze kind of on the mat in front of you so that we keep the length in the neck and in the back. Reverse those circles, start to take them the other way. So just kind of waking up through the length of the body, maybe feeling a bit of some sensation through the hips as we start to mobilize that area, warming up through the wrists. Now come back to center. We're going to stay with those kind of waking up, warming up circles, but we're going to give the wrist a bit more of a stretch. So you've got a couple of options. You can turn the hands so that the fingertips face the outer edges of the mat and just give it a bit of side to side. Again, just always being mindful of where your body's at today. If you've got more space in the kind of forearms, if you've got kind of already, can you have flexible, yeah, I guess you get your flexibility in the wrists, then you can bring the fingertips to point at the knees. Okay, and again, we're just warming up the body, just becoming aware of the body before we bring a little bit more dynamic movement into this practice. Let's try and deepen the breath here. Bringing the fingertips eventually back round to the top of the mat. And then we can sit back on the heels. Now we want to flip the hands over, okay? So the top of the hands are going to come down to the mat. You can lift the hips back up to do this to begin with. And then if you can start to sit the hips back down, we're just stretching through the top of the forearms. And again, moving with kindness, we're not forcing anything here. If that mobility is available to you, then explore it. And if it's not quite there yet, then just be really gentle, okay? Just becoming really acutely aware of the body. Flip the hands back round. Walk the hands away from the body back to that tabletop position. We're going to tuck the toes. We're going to press through these hands, okay? Start to send the hips up to the sky, finding our first downward facing dog. Now finding a good couple of breaths here. So a few things to think about. Fingertips are still spread wide so that we can actively grip into the mat. If your heels are hovering, that's absolutely fine. Take a deep bend to the knee so you can really elongate through the spine. Sit bones are nice and high. Work with your breath. Find any movements that your body is asking for. So if your body feels like swaying, then let it sway. And if it wants a bit of a pedal through the heels, then give it that. Maybe drawing some kind of circles with the sit bones. Try to rotate the shoulders away from the ears here so that we still have that length in the neck. And then very slowly walking the feet in toward the centre of the mat, walking the hands back toward the feet. We find our first forward fold. So make this one nice and passive, okay? We're going to grab for opposite elbows with opposite hands. And we're going to let the crown of the head just relax down to the earth. So close off your eyes here and literally imagine that you've got a weight attached to your crown. Just allow yourself to be pulled heavier and heavier toward the ground. Knees can be as soft as you like here, okay? So we're really aiming for that belly and thigh connection. So if you need to bend your legs entirely, then do. It doesn't matter where you are. And then releasing the elbows, fingertips come toward the earth, chin to chest as we very slowly peel the body all the way up to a standing position. Big circle with the shoulders here, opening through the chest. Okay. Going to bring the hands to a prayer position at heart center. So we want the thumbs plugged into the sternum. Shoulders are away from the ears. we're making our way to the top of the mat. The feet are hip width apart. Pick up all the toes and then plant them back down. So it might feel kind of weird at first. Do it a couple of times if you like. Toes lift and then root down into the earth. So really think about where the weight is with your feet, okay? So notice if you tend to kind of dump your weight into the heels and try sending it forward. Okay, on our next in-breath, we're going to take the arms all the way up to the sky. Big reach. As we exhale, we dive down into a forward fold. Now, it doesn't matter what your fold looks like. Again, if the knees are super bent, then that's absolutely fine. We just want this head to be really heavy. When we inhale, we find a halfway lift, so we've got straight legs and a flat back. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, Caesars rise. Nice flat back, arms reach all the way to the ceiling, hands come together. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight legs, flat back. Exhale, fold. And inhale to rise. So if you're not quite in time, that's fine. We want to move with our own breath. Let's go again. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lift. 2 more just like this. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Now this time I'm not going to cue you. Move with your own breath. Let's go. Bring it all the way back up in your own time. Hands come together, lower through heart space. Close down the eyes. Now let's actively press the palms together, okay? There's a little bit of energy there. Again, ground down through the feet. Noticing the flow of breath, the flow of energy through the body. And we'll take a big cleansing breath together before we continue with this practice. So inhale as deep as possible. And exhale, sigh through the mouth. Let it go, flickering the eyes open. We're going to inhale, the arms sweep all the way to the sky. As we exhale, cactus the arm by the side of the body. So we've got this 90-degree angle at the elbow. Reach the chest forward, take a big breath in. As we exhale, round through the upper back, bringing the forearms together. Inhale to cactus open. Exhale to round and close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And this time as we inhale, sweep those arms all the way back up to the sky. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight legs, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, cactus the arms open to the side. Exhale, round through the upper back, close off. Inhale to cactus open. Exhale to close. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. One more time, inhale, rise all the way up, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale to cactus the arms open. Exhale to round closed. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, arms all the way to the sky. And exhale, forward fold. We stay down here this time. Plant those palms. Step it back, downward facing dog. So again, we want those sit bones high. We want to find that length in the spine. So feel free to come up a little bit onto the toes and bend the knees if that helps you to really push your sit bones up. Fingertips are spread and we're pressing evenly through both hands. Take a nod of the head, take a shake of the head. Awesome. On our next inhale, the right leg's going to sweep to the sky. So take some lift, let the hips open, and then as we exhale, we step the right foot between the palms, and we come up. As we come up, we straighten the front leg, okay? So we're on the ball of the left foot. The front leg is straight. Find some balance here. Arms to the sky. As we exhale, bend into the front knee and cactus the arms. Rise back up, breathe in. Exhale, bend into the front knee, cactus the arms. Inhale, lengthen. This time as we exhale, cactus those arms and hold. So gaze is straight ahead, chest, heart space is wide, really engaging through the lower body. And when you're ready, windmill those hands down, frame the front foot. Step the right foot back to meet the left, and we meet in a high plank. So the hands are in line with the shoulders, really puff up through the shoulders here. So you've got that doming of the upper back. Lower the knees to the earth. Untuck the toes and then lower the rest of the body down, down, down. The elbows hug the torso. Coming all the way down. From here, baby cobra. Fire up those glutes, lift the chest. Roll it back down, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Taking a couple of breaths in this downward facing dog. Ignoring me as I adjust my very annoying outfit. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Maybe those heels are getting a little bit close to the earth. Maybe they're not, okay? It's not a big deal. Just honouring wherever you are in your practice, in your body today. And when we're ready, we're going to inhale to sweep the left leg up to the sky, opening through the hips. And then as we exhale, step the left foot between the hands. Find a little bit of balance here. We're up on the ball of the right foot, and then we rise, arms to the sky, straighten through the front leg. Exhale. Cactus the arms, bend into the left knee. Inhale, rise. Exhale. Cactus and bend. Inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus and bend and stay. Hopefully some of you will also be struggling with your balance today, so I don't feel so alone. Again, hearts open. Strong lunge. When you're ready, hands come down, frame that front foot. Step left foot back to meet the right high plank. Now if you're more advanced in your practice and you want to take a full chaturanga here, then please feel free. If not, you're with me. Let's drop the knees down, untuck the toes. Elbows hug into the torso, lowering down, all the way down. When we get there, baby cobra, lifting the chest, firing up the glutes. Exhale. We meet in a child's pose. So just where we started, hips back to heels, head rests heavy, and close off the eyes. Now you might notice that if your head was kind of hanging out in space when we started, maybe it's getting closer to the earth. But again, maybe not, okay? And if you're not seeing these kind of instant progressions, not necessarily a fan of that word, but you know what I mean. If you're not kind of seeing that, then, I mean, it doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It doesn't mean that this practice isn't working for you. Excuse this plane that's going overhead. It's just what it is today, okay? From this child's pose, walk the hands across to the left side of the room. So we want to keep both sit bones anchored down toward the heels. So we really open up through the right side body. We're going to place our right hand on top of the left if that's available to you, to really find some more space. Now keep breathing into it. If you find that you're struggling to breathe, then you've gone too far, so back off a little bit. Walk hands back through center, and we're going to do exactly the same on the right side. So hands go across to the right side of the room. And if it's available to you, left hand goes on top of the right. And we really find that expression through the left side body, from shoulder down to hip. And hands come back through center. Roll the bum up, tuck the toes. We're going to meet in our downward facing dog. And again, maybe down dogs are getting a little bit easier. Maybe they still suck just as much as they did at the beginning for you. Okay, just stay with it. Now we're going to separate the feet mat width distance. Toes are pointing out at a very slight kind of diagonal angle here. We're walking the hands back toward the feet, and as we do so, we're dropping the bum down to the earth to find our malasana squat, a nice deep yogi squat. Okay, and again here, we kind of want our feet to be flat. All right, and if they're not, it doesn't matter. Come onto the toes if that feels more accessible to you. If you're pretty comfortable down here, we're going to bring the hands to heart center, elbows to the inside of the knees. And breathe. If you're on the toes, or if you're just not feeling so good in this posture, then please use your fingertips on the earth to just give you a little bit of guidance, a little bit of balance. Now let the hands float down to the earth if they weren't already. If it's accessible to you, start to walk the hands away, chin to chest. So we're really kind of opening through the upper back. Creeping those fingertips as far away as possible. And then we're going to make our way into a downward facing dog. So start to lift the bum as the hands walk away. Bring the feet back into alignment, downward dog. Come up high onto the toes in this down dog, bend the knees, press the belly back toward the thigh, gaze to the hands and step, hop, float, however you get there, to the hands, find a halfway lift, straight legs flat back. Exhale, fold all the way down, forward fold, and then inhale brings you up all the way, arms to the sky. Hands come together, lower the hands through heart space, finding your breath here. Closing down the eyes if you like. And again, maybe picking up the toes, planting them back down. Really try to focus on our body awareness, knowing exactly where we are in space. When you're ready, we're going to sweep the arms all the way high to the sky, gaze up, look up. If it feels good, take a little back bend here if you're not compressing too much into the spine. Please do. Exhale, dive it down, forward fold. Inhale, finds a halfway lift. Plant the palms, step it all the way back to another lovely downward facing dog. When you're ready to inhale, sweep the right leg up to the sky. And as we exhale, step that right foot all the way through. Right foot's between the hands. We're going to pivot on the left foot, so the left foot comes in line with the back edge of the mat. And then we're going to rise up and find our warrior two posture. Okay, so we've got a nice strong bend in that front knee. Bring the shoulders away from the ears and the arms are out long. Now your gaze can go out over the front hand, or if that doesn't feel so good for your neck, then, I know, look straight ahead. Look where you like. Just find some depth here. We're going to reverse this warrior on our next inhale. So breathe in. Left arm goes down the left leg, right arm goes up and over. And as we exhale, send the body forward. Pivot on the back foot. We're finding this low lunge, fingertips to the earth. Lower the left knee down, untuck the left toe, and then rise up, high lunge. As we exhale, twist, left arm goes in front, right arm goes behind. Now, if want to really try and engage through the glutes here, okay, so if you tend to just kind of dump into this lunge and this feels so easy and fine for you, then try backing it off a little bit here, okay, so that you're really using the hips, okay, squaring things off a little bit more. Finding that twist. Now maybe here is enough for you. If you want to find a little bit more depth, the right hand can reach for the left thigh, left arm can go up and over. And now here, if it feels good to explore some more depth, then do. Wherever you are, we're going to windmill the hands all the way down and around. Frame the front foot, tuck left toe, lift left knee. Press the right foot back to meet the left. And again, if you have quite an advanced practice and you want to go for a full vinyasa, taking your chaturangas, then please do. If not, knees drop down, untuck the toes. Lower the body down, 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 down. Elbows hug into the torso. Inhale to find a cobra or a baby cobra. And exhale, we're going to meet in our downward facing dog. So whatever pace you're going at, let's meet here. Again, I'm just adjusting the incredibly annoying outfit. Okay, when you're ready, next breath in, left leg lifts, big rise, open through the hip, and then as we exhale, stepping the left foot between the hands. We're going to pivot on the right foot so it comes in line with the back edge of the mat, and we're opening up. So again, finding our warrior two. So got a strong bend in the front knee, and again, shoulders are away from the ears. Okay, we want that space in the neck. Arms are out long, back leg engaged. Press the outer edge of the right foot into the earth. And we're going to reverse on our next inhale. So as we inhale, right arm goes down the right leg, left arm open over. And then when you're ready, windmill those hands down and around, frame the front foot. And then we're dropping the right knee down, untucking the right toe, and we're in our low lunge. So again, if your tendency is to just dump it down here and you feel pretty comfortable and it's not really challenging you anymore, then bring it back a little bit, okay? Square things off, arms to the sky. Let's take that twist, left arm behind, right arm in front. And if you want to find some more depth in this twist, left hand finds the right leg, right arm up and over. Make sure that you can breathe in your twists, okay? If you can't breathe, you've probably gone too far. Release, hands come all the way down, frame the front foot. Tuck the right toe, lift the right knee, step left foot back to meet right, and our final vinyasa here. So, as you like, or follow me, drop the knees down, untuck the toes, lower the body down. Inhale to find a cobra or a baby cobra. And exhale meets us back in our final downward facing dog. Now, any movements that you like in this down dog, okay, you've got 5 more breaths up here. So, might be a nice opportunity to really close down the eyes and take a little body scan. Okay, where are you? What is your body doing? Okay, where does your mind go when you're in this posture? Can your sit bones lift more? Can you press more with your hands? Can your heels reach lower? Can you deepen the breath? Can you calm your mind? Probably not, with me wittering on and on and on. Okay, one more cleansing breath in this down dog before we take it down to the mat. So inhale as deep as possible. Exhale, open the mouth. Sigh, shout, swear, let it go. We're going to meet in a seated position, so you can hop between the hands, you can collapse down to the earth, you can do some kind of fancy, impressive gymnast kind of thing, okay? Whatever you feel like doing today. Going to find a nice staff posture here. So legs are long, toes are kind of almost as if they're trying to pull in toward the face. If this is already really uncomfortable for your hamstrings, then take a little bend to the knee, all right? Likewise, you can prop your bum up on a cushion or a block if you're yogi enough to have a block. we're going to take a bend to the left knee, okay? Right leg stays doing its thing. Sole of the left foot firmly on the earth, back nice and long. Inhale reaches the arms up tall. As we exhale, we're folding down on the inside of this left knee, reaching toward that right foot. Now, it doesn't matter if you can't grab your foot, really not important. You can grab for a, what's this? Calf, a shin, a lower leg. You could use a strap or a t-shirt or something to help encourage you, okay? We're never yanking, never tugging, but we can encourage some more mobility. This left knee wants to be kind of hugging the left shoulder. And for people who are a little bit more advanced in their practice, you can deepen here. If you want to take a bind, you can hook the left arm around the left leg, right arm behind the body, find that bind. A couple more breaths here, wherever you are. And then releasing whatever kind of fold, whatever kind of bind you're in, coming all the way up. Left fingertips behind the body. We're going to wrap our right arm around that left, that left thigh. Inhale to grow tall and lengthen, and exhale, we're hugging ourselves into a twist. So a nice nurturing spinal twist here. And then release. We're going to go on the other side. So left leg is long this time. We've bent the right knee and brought the foot towards the body. We're going to inhale to grow tall as possible, reaching up, and exhale. Fall down over left leg, and again, if you're not quite grabbing for the foot or the ankle, doesn't matter, okay? Just be wherever you are. That's what this practice is about, being present, being fully wherever you may be. And if you do have a little bit more range here, maybe you want to take that bind, dropping the right arm around and behind the right leg and clasping hands together. And release wherever you are. Come all the way up. And we're going to go for that little twist on the other side. So the right hand comes behind the body. We're going to wrap the left arm around the right knee, thigh area. Taking a hug of that leg and taking a twist. Get a nice nurturing twist. Beautiful, releasing completely. Going to bring the soles of both feet together, and then just have your hands around the feet, and we're just going to have a little sway side to side. So we want to really earth the sit bones down, okay? So find your grounding. Draw the heels in toward the kind of groin area and lengthen through the spine. And it doesn't matter if your knees are up high or down low, okay? Just, again, go with it. Inhale as deep as possible as we elongate through the whole spine, grow tall through the crown of the head. And then as we start to exhale, I want us to fold forward with that flat back. So we've almost got the chin a little bit tucked so that we maintain that length. Nice flat back, really working on those hip flexors. And then after a couple of breaths, releasing the feet, walking the hands away, and then just allowing the spine to round and let the head drop. Maybe closing off the eyes in this fold. And just noticing all the kind of subtleties of the body. Noticing any kind of energetic flows, or even notice any energetic stagnancies, alright? It's through awareness that we can kind of transmit and transform. Now stay folded and start to walk the hands around to the left. Again, always kind of being gentle with yourself. And hands back around through centre and to the right. And hands back through centre. Melt a little bit more. See if you can surrender a little bit more. And then start to creep the body back up. Gently drawing the knees together, planting the soles of the feet down. Bring the hands behind the body here. I'm just going to window wiper the knees side to side. Okay, so we're offering a little bit of relief to the lower back, and also getting kind of a really, really low budget glute massage as well. Okay, back through centre. Knees facing to the ceiling, arms reaching long away from the body, and then start to roll the body down. So we want to try and encourage our core to do a little bit of work here. And it often doesn't want to. So lowering down, 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 down. Nice. Drawing the knees in toward the chest. Back of the, hands are around the back of the thighs, and we just take another little rock side to side. All about that rocking motion to kind of soothe the body. Now we're going to start to rock and roll up and down the length of the spine. So we're kind of easing out and ironing out any remaining kinks or tensions. Again, soothing the body. But also just finding like a little bit of momentum, a little bit of childlike play. We're going to eventually come to a seated position. Whether you get there gracefully or not at all is entirely up to you. When you do find yourself seated, maybe your legs are crossed, maybe you actually prefer kneeling, okay, whatever it is, maybe sit on a cushion, maybe sit bum to the earth. Okay, your practice, your rules. Hands come to the knees, roll the shoulders toward the ears, and then squeeze them together behind. We're going to inhale as the chest circles forward, and exhale as it rounds back. Inhale, that was my hip circle forward. Exhale, round back. Keep it going. And then reverse. So whichever way you were going first time, take it the other way. Maybe your body is still kind of clicking and creaking. And back we meet through centre. Hands to the top of the knees, and once more roll the shoulders to the ears and squeeze them together behind you. Close down the eyes. Still growing tall through the crown of the head. Just taking a moment to let the body settle. Again, just noticing any shifts, any thoughts, any feelings, any sensations at all. Just taking a moment of gratitude for something, for anything, whether it's big, whether it's little, whether it's something really serious or something really silly. Try to capture a little bit of gratitude for every movement, for every breath, and for every day. Now you're going to bring the hands to a prayer position at heart centre. And starting to rub the palms together so that we generate a little bit of heat, a little bit of warmth, a little bit of energy. Notice that energy rising. And then we're going to place one hand on top of the other at heart space. We'll seal this practice with one cleansing breath together. Inhale as deep as possible through the nose. And then when you're ready, open the mouth and sigh. Bring the hands back to a prayer position. Bowing the forehead down to the fingertips. When you're ready, we're going to lift the head, open the eyes, maybe we smile. Namaste. Thank you again for sharing this afternoon's or this morning's or this evening's or whatever. Thank you for sharing this practice with me, as always. If you have any feedback, any questions, anything at all, please do reach out. Please feel free as well to like and subscribe and share with anybody who you think might like to do a little bit of yoga in their living rooms with me. Okay, hopefully you're feeling good or better or something after this practice. And yeah, thank you again. I'll catch you next time.